Okay, first thing you need is a fire pit, something to stop the wind. In this case here I'm using a bricked up fire pit. You can use rocks, whatever you got that's not flammable, and face away from the wind, so you got a wind block. Just work out which way the wind's blowing, and then just stake your fire with cardboard, bit paper. You can use dry leaves, grass, twigs are great. You just make a little pile. You can even use dry bark. If you've got any bark, put that on top of the paper and twigs. So the principle of making a fire is that you've got to start with all the light stuff first. So all the light material goes down first, and then you stack it up with paper, that's twigs, and then sticks on top of that. So I'll just go and grab some twigs now, and I'll put that in the fire. So once the paper starts burning, you'll see the twigs will just catch light, and because this is like already spaced out, you can see it's like a branch that I've just kept, and that because it's so airy, the oxygen will get through. That'll just burn so quick. And the idea is if you can build up like a teepee, like a triangle, that's pretty much the idea. And I'm just starting to put a few heavier sticks there now, just to make that shape of a triangle. So I've got a nice wide base, and then a triangle which will gather the heat at the top. And I'm just dropping some more cardboard around the back because I realise that's a bit light on material. We want to get the whole area to catch fire. So yeah, just shoving a bit more cardboard around the place, and just using an old Uncle Toby's oats box. Shove a bit here and there. Okay, now I've just positioned that piece of cardboard at the front, so now when I strike my match, I can easily light some paper or cardboard. That's your best bet. Just get the paper or cardboard, or if you've got dry leaves, get that ignited first. With the same match, just move it around to light other areas of the fire, of the bits of paper you got lying around. Now, and there we go. Now, because I've got the twigs well positioned above the paper, they've taken off quite well, and they're spaced out. Lots of air circulates, because fire needs oxygen and paper or wood, well, carbon basically, to burn. So now I've got these thin strips of timber I'm just placing on top. Sometimes you'd wait for the fire to get started properly, but in this case here, I know there's lots of oxygen and it's burning quite well, so I'll put those timbers in now, and you can see they're starting to brown up already, and they'll catch fire very, very shortly. So yeah, just add in some more light timber, very light timber at this stage, nothing heavy. You don't want to, if you put a heavier log in there now, you'll basically pretty much smother the fire and put it out. So keep it nice and light and airy, so there's nice airflow, and you can see the fire, the flames are pushing up through the top of the grill. They're quite healthy, so by adding a couple more twigs or sticks, you should be able to get this fire going properly. I'm just adding a heavier piece of timber now because the finer timbers are caught light, and so I'm happy with they're on their way. So, and we've got lots of flame still. So one heavy timber, not too thick in diameter, not to smother the fire, but just one positions right there will catch light quite quickly in these conditions. So that's what we're after. We're after the heavy timbers to catch fire. The bigger timbers will keep the fire burning. The small stuff will burn out real quick. So it's basically, we're just using all the small kindling. It's called kindling, small timber. We're just using that just to get the fire started. And so now we'll add some more heavy timber in a minute. Okay, there we go. So the big logs are burning, and the chops are on top of the flames with the lamb chops with rosemary on top, smoking nicely. We're cooking them very slowly, not to burn them, but just get the heat and the smoke into the meat. And it should be, and it was actually a delicious afternoon lunch we had. And there's a couple of cats in the background.